what is the importance of language? Language is very important and also very powerful. It's the mechanism by which we communicate, and also it's the means by which we convey our emotions. And if we use it in the wrong way, it can be as a tool that we can hurt each other with. And also it can be nouns for action and interaction.
My name is Rafiq Jarbi, studying business administration.
I'm Abdurrahman Qasim, a business administration student.
Hello everyone, I am Mohammed Al Yusuf. I study physical therapy.
I am Marwan Bindalla, business administration student.
My name is Mohammed Ghusbi. I study business administration.
And now we decided to interview people and see their opinion regarding the importance of language and the relationship between a language and a culture. First, we're gonna be interviewing the Dean of the Faculty of Business Administration. Let's see what she thinks about this subject. Hello.
Hi.
We have today with us Professor Dr. Serjan Timur. She's the Dean of the Faculty of Business and Economics. So, Professor Timur, during these years that you've been working on the university and outside the university, and during even your teaching years, there's a question that we have in our minds is, each one has a different interpretation to it. The question is, what is the importance of language?
It's not an easy question to answer, but I have been here for a while, and I did work in different countries before coming here. The importance of language. First of all, it will help us to establish communication. But sometimes we realize that people do know exactly the same language, but you are having difficult time making communications. So in addition to the language skills, you need to be able to understand whether the person right in front of you is able to follow the conversation and turn it into communication. Because to me, language is one of the tools that you are using to communicate, to express yourself, to discuss something, to convince somebody.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Professor Timur, for this wonderful explanation. And our second question for this interview is, what is the relationship between a language and a culture? And what connects them both together?
That question is much better than the first one. How it is connected. How it is connected. The language is something dynamic. It keeps changing, adding words in it. This university here in North Cyprus, you do have many different ethnic backgrounds, but I realized that you guys are bringing some words to us. There are Iranian students who are dominating the university for a while, and they are also bringing some new words to us. And you're teaching some words to us, and now in this culture, we started understanding Azeri, Farsi, and when we consider Nigerian students, there are different tribes where they are using different languages. In addition to the words that they are using, they are bringing up their gestures. When they greet each other, they're going to be saying, "Hi, man," and this and that. So it is adding different value. And language is turning from something dull into something more fun. And here at EMU, we have too many different background students, and they are bringing their communication skills, adding words, behaviors. And the relationship is, I haven't studied the relationship in a scientific way, but I can see that they're so related. I don't know whether this is what you're looking for as an answer.
Thank you very much. It was really exactly what we're looking for. It was really a pleasure to come here to the office and talk to you more about this kind of things. So that will be the end of today's interview. Thank you very much. And now, as you know, it's the AMU Spring Fest time. So let's go down there and see what does the people think about this. Hello, so today is the third day of the AMU Spring Fest. Today I decided to take our questions and our concerns regarding that we go through in multicultural education course. We decided to select the language topic. And in this language topic, we decided to ask two questions. The first question is going to be what is the importance of language. Second question is going to be what is the relationship between language and a culture. Today here with me I have one in the AMU Springfest attendance. Let him introduce himself and then I will start with the questions. Hello.
Hello, my name is Ali. I study IT and I'm from Iran.
All right, Ali. So today we have two questions to ask you, and you can answer to them according to your understanding or according to the way you interpret these questions. Okay? So the first question is, what is the importance of language?
So the importance of language, all humans always wanted to communicate. From the cave traditions. From that time they were painting on the walls to communicate to each other, and later on they invented the language so we can communicate. So it's the key point of our communication, and it's the only way people can communicate in the world.
All right, Ali, thank you very much, Ali, for this explanation. And we have the second question. Our second question is, what is the relationship between a language and a culture? For example, what is the relationship between the German language and the German culture, or the British language and the British culture?
And my point of view, I see it, the key of relating language with their culture is their ages. So, as you know, Arabic is one of the most oldest languages in the world. And you also have a really old culture and good culture. I like it. So, I see when language comes more new, the culture is more new and it's fresh, But when the language is more older, the culture is older and more good, in my opinion.
So I think the importance of language is because it's really expressive. It shows different culture. It shows different behaviors for different people. German people will be more expressive than another culture, or it's just really different. It expresses people different ways and everything. Behavior, language, just mostly behavior, I guess.
Right. Now, next question.
The relationship between culture and language is actually really important because, let's say English now, they have a really largely different culture than compared to Turkish people now. Turkish people like tea, everything, the way that language is the way they express themselves, or rather express their culture. Same thing with English people, German people, and Nigerian people likewise. Some could be loud, more mellow, or just generally more expressive, and some people could be more cold, just depending on your language and your culture. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Actually, it's very important because we have to communicate with each other, so it will help us to understand each other. So language is very important actually, and we have a lot of language in the world, and the people who know more languages, we appreciate them more. That's mean that learning language is very important.
All right, thank you very much. And the second question is, what do you think is the relationship between language and a culture?
Actually, the relationship is very strong because whatever the culture that for example you're living in, you're gonna use the language or the words related to your culture. So I guess it's very important.
All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you.
Language is very important for our communication. Just this one, and also maybe communication between others, and also our needs. That's
Okay, thank you very much. Second question is, what is the relationship between a language and a culture?
Culture also shapes our communication styles, and also language is related to this one. Also guests, jokes related language also.
Okay, all right, thank you very much then. Thank you. What's the relationship between a language and a culture? Language is deeply rooted within a culture. We use language to express our cultures and culture's values. That's it for the multicultural video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.